up, guys? How's it going?
Hey.
Here, me and Brendan still waiting for Clayton. He's taking his time. Should be getting here. All right, where do we start? First off, we got this weird, stupid rig on. I'll explain all that for you guys in a minute here. But we're trying to make sure that all of our out and about on the town streaming equipment is ready to rock and roll before we actually go out there and try to use it. So
In Japan.
well, not just in Japan. We are doing Japan stream in October, but leading up to that, I want to do a couple of streams around town. Maybe go up and visit Minus World, Numbskull, and
Are you gonna finally take me to do that? You were supposed to take me. This was supposed to be. This was supposed to be like a father-son adventure, and we never went on one.
I promised him I'd take him fishing, and then
Actually, that would be even cooler. I'm not gonna lie. Come on, son, let's go fishing.
What's up, Ford? What lake are you out on? I'm assuming it's not the Salt Lake. That one sucks.
Utah Lake, I heard, is pretty good.
Utah Lakes, Strawberry Reservoir is pretty good. What other lakes are there?
Mirror Lake, I heard, is amazing.
Mirror Lake is great, yeah.
And then there's one to the south. I don't know what it's called. I have worked with a guy.
How south?
It was like an hour south.
Lake Michigan.
Oh, that's a good lake. That's a great lake to be on right now.
Are you near the part where the nuclear reactor lets out into the lake and it's all nice and warm and it's really fun to swim in until you get cancer?
You don't get cancer. That's not how that works, dude.
It's not really radioactive water. They de-radioactive it before.
That's not how what?
Well, because the water
No.
is used for the cooling, right?
Yeah, but the cooling, it cools down a housing that houses and shields from radiation.
So that the radiation can't get through the housing.
Yeah, so the radiation is what's being cooled, and in the inside that cools the core temperature down of the reactor.
Uh-huh.
And so when I lived in the Midwest, I lived off of the Mississippi River, and so further up the river, they actually had they still have a nuclear reactor, and it's got two reactors that'll sit, and they basically suck in the water from the Mississippi. But that's how they do power out there. We need one out here. That would solve all of our problems.
It would be nice to have some nuclear power out here.
It's the safest
modern,
one. People are
modern.
freaked out. It's the safest form of energy, ironically
Well,
enough.
the way that they do it now definitely is. The Fukushima was a little bit sketchy.
Yeah.
But even that, it blew through, I think, 3 different, safety shutoffs?
Yeah.
It was, the 4th safety shutoff that finally did actually work. Is that right?
Yeah, the fail-safes are really important, and obviously that had, a lot of different things fail, but I think, over the last even 20 years, the improvements have been drastic, so...
So anyway, we need modern nuclear. That's the Game Changerz stance on power. No more windmills. Gotta get them.
No, windmills are really bad for the
Gotta make
environment.
those little suns. We can make a little sun and then harvest all of that heat.
That's another thing they built in the Midwest, was windmills. Windmills killed a ton of birds, and they leak all over the ground.
Like the oil, those lubricant?
Yeah, the lubricant and the the actual motor on the inside of it leaks, and basically it seeps into the ground and contaminates groundwater.
Okay, I figured out where Clayton is. We got a text message from him. It says, be there in a soon. That's what he said. Be there in a soon, sluts. Was finishing up my Magic the Gathering.
Interesting.
Or MTG, I'm assuming that's what he means.
He better mean that, otherwise that's
I can't think of any
unacceptable.
other MTGs off the top of my head. That's the only one that matters.
See ya, buddy.
Have a good one. That's Sam, everybody. He's heading out for the night.
What kind of deck would Clayton run? He'd be like a green-red,
Clayton?
like an absolute buffoon.
He would do, I don't know. Honestly, tell us. What kind of deck do you think I would run?
You're a very smart man. You are just like me. You're a black-white deck man.
Oh, you're so close.
What are you, a red-white?
Black and red.
Ew.
I don't like creatures. I don't like.
I'm a black white. I love doing just have a million one tokens and then just do things that are like.
I want my creatures to come out, hit you in the face, and then die on their own. I don't even want
So you don't have to like. You can skip a whole like phase of your turn every turn.
I'll just
you don't have to do.
Hit me and then drain you for 20.
That's a good way to play. I can't really talk too much trash. I like black decks.
Sam plays blue-green. I figured you'd be like a Jace main, one of those.
No, I'm not no. I did have a mill deck, and I actually really loved milling people, but that's not as fun as like having like 600 1/1 white soldiers and then playing like the black spells, and it was just.
Yeah, no. So I have this problem where no matter what kind of deck I try to build, every time I build a deck and play it against somebody else, they've always built theirs better. It's always been some ridiculous, insane combo that does 2,000 damage and creates 2,000 tokens and gains them 2,000 life all in one move.
Yeah.
And so I stopped playing entirely, and then I went through a phase where I missed Magic so much that I'm like, I will do Friday night drafts.
Okay.
And occasionally like sealed tournaments. I will not do any constructed. I don't do it.
No, because the people min max it, and
it's too much.
Yeah, I'm like, they spent $2,000 to play the game, and it's like I think that drafting is honestly the best way to play,
because everybody's at the same level of disadvantage. You know what I mean? Like, you get what comes out, and part of the skill of it is building a deck on the fly. You can't look up what somebody else built and then tweak a couple little things. You know what I mean? Like, you build it the best you can, and almost always it ends up being fairly straightforward. If you build a fiddly deck that requires multiple things to go off, it won't go off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so people build like, my creatures are fighting your creatures, or like, my spells are attacking your spell. I got some flyers. Oh, too bad I got a spider. That kind of thing.
The flyers. I always hated the flying units. I always forgot about them.
Sam's like 5-color dragons, like Nicol Bolas. Afro Kid, tell me to get to work. I'm streaming for y'all's pleasure. That's my job. I'm an entertainer now today. Brendan's doing some repairs, but I wanted to go over our live stream setup for the not for the stream that we're doing now, but for like when we're out and about, we do our IRL stuff. I wanted to show you guys what we're doing. So also, I'm stress testing it. So I've got this little Cotopaxi bag here that's got some stuff in it. The entire setup fits in here with lots of extra space, but the majority of it is battery backups, because we eat through juice like crazy. And when we go to Japan, we need to be able to do like an 8 to 10 hour stream without stopping. And that's always the hard part, is the batteries. Technically, I'm not supposed to take these on an airplane, but when I brought them back from Japan, they didn't seem to care. Right? They didn't care. So,
you could only potentially have it. Well, I mean, to be fair, it might be actually cargo planes specifically.
The policies on these are weird, on these batteries.
Well, I used to.
Hello, streamers.
Oh, he's here!
Oh,
It's yeah, what you
camera
said. Well, this is the one we're using right now.
He's got
Wait,
one
you've
on
got
his
one
chest that he's gonna.
This isn't the camera, this is a mount that I put the phone on. I'll show you.
That's a Nickelback. Huh?
Hey. Do you say that with a hard L?
Nickel.
You gonna watch your tongue around here, boy?
Trying not to get us banned here.
But I think a lot of it has to do, like, when I used to do the shipments for him, it's very, very expensive fines. But it may be different because if you're carrying it on a carry-on bag, it's different than, like, on a cargo plane, no one's in the cargo compartment. So if it catches on fire, like, there's nothing that can be done.
So apparently last year, Hawaiian Airlines, the one that I usually fly to Japan on, had an incident where somebody had one of these battery backups in their checked bag, and it caught fire, and the plane had a very serious emergency. I can't remember if it went down or what, but it was not pretty. And so they started cracking down on it. And I think the official rules are you can have one battery that's not hooked up to anything, and then any devices that have batteries in them or hooked up to them technically don't count.
Yeah.
But the one battery that's not hooked up to anything has to be underneath a certain milliamp hours, or else you have to like get permission in advance.
That's weird.
And
Okay.
even then, it has to be underneath a certain milliamp hours. So the like the streaming backpack that they sell that Pink Gorilla uses when they do their road trip streams,
Yeah.
has one huge battery in it. And
So you wouldn't be able to.
can't bring that. It's too big. And so what I did last year is I actually bought these in Japan. I was like, day one, we're gonna go to Don Quixote and get the Wekome brand, whatever the fuck, chargers that they have there,
Yeah.
and just use those. And then when I went to come back home, I brought them back. They didn't even say anything. They didn't check.
I wonder if they just weren't realizing that what it was. You know what I mean?
Maybe. I don't know. But I'm going to try. Worst case scenario, if I try to take these in my carry-on to Japan and they say, you can't take those, then I'll just ditch them. They can have them, I guess, and then I'll buy some more while I'm over there. Because
Well, then what I would do is I'd opt to not bring any and then just buy them while you're there.
yeah, but if they let me through, I don't have to buy them. You know.
That is true, but
And then that's one trip I can save. You know what I mean? That's a trip to Don Quixote. It takes time.
that is true.
You know.
But everyone loves Don Quixote. It's like freaking 13 stories tall.
I do love Don Quixote, but even with 3 cell signals, you can't get reception in there. So,
That is true. Carl had to stand outside, and then he didn't do a good enough job
well,
because
he
he
was still
stood.
connected to me, and I went up into the store, and that was the problem.
Yeah.
I should have.
Hopefully he's not watching. Listen to me blame him for everything, but
Before I get actually working on some repairs here, I want to show you guys our setup here. So, we've got an iPhone. I don't use iPhones. I hate iPhones, but we've got one because there's an app on the iPhone called Moblin that allows us to stream multiple like scenes and cameras and stuff. We could set up widgets in there and just kind of like customize it, but it allows us to use an app on our other phones called MobLink. Let's see here, MobLink Relay. And as you can see here, connected to one of one streamers. So my personal private phone, my iPhone, my backup Android phone, and our pocket Wi-Fi are all connected to the internet. They all have little prepaid data plans that I can get in Japan too. So that's the best part, is that we have the prepaid services that we're using on here, little eSIMs. You can do them for whatever country, and it's like you do like unlimited data for a week for like $30. So not bad at all. The problem that we've run into in the past though is that this thing overheats. And it's already nice and toasty. In order to get it to not overheat within like the first 15 minutes, I had to take the battery out, so there's no battery at all in there, and it's still super hot. I'm thinking I might have to put a fan in there or something.
dude, get something to cool it, like
That's what I'm saying, like a fan.
or get something that like would cool the actual like thing down,
Like what?
right? Like something to attach to it that is like just a block
fan?
of like a block of ice.
I'm not putting ice on it.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be ice. It could be.
Dry ice.
I'm not a crazy person.
Come on, you're supposed to cool it down. The fan,
With
I
a
guess.
fan.
I don't know.
I got fans that are designed for our podcast cameras. I wonder if I could get one in here. There's kind of a little noisy. But I'm trying not to stand out too much when we go to Japan. That's the big thing. But I could, theoretically, cut this out entirely and then just use the mobile hotspot from the iPhone and then connect these onto it. But it doesn't always work right when I've tried that. And it eats the battery and gets the iPhone really hot. But what we've done in the past with our last Japan stream is we have this little chest mount thing, and we would put a GoPro on it, right? And the GoPro would just sit right here on my chest where it's really inconspicuous, and I would wear like a button-up shirt over the straps and stuff, so it's not standing out. It's just like, it just sticks out from the button-up shirt, just right there. the problem is that when I hook the GoPro up to Moblin, for some reason it keeps cutting out. So for anybody who watched our sim racing stream when we took the team out to celebrate,
It was so fun.
and we went sim racing, and you noticed the cameras kept cutting out and being shitty, and I ended up having to use just the iPhone camera. That's the main problem that I haven't been able to solve. So I bought a little adapter to just put the Moblin phone on my chest like this. Now it's a similar setup. It's still inconspicuous. We can still put a shirt behind it, and it just kind of looks like that. And that's the best I've been able to come up with so far. So we won't be able to do like a second or third camera, but at least we'll have something that works and theoretically works consistently. And then I can use an Apple Watch to just keep track of the chats, so I'm not always having to like stop and look at it. I guess I could run it about like this though, and it's only pointing down a little bit, so I can still kind of see it, but
Your picture.
it's not inconspicuous
Bro, I
that
did
way.
everything on this guy. Did a whole new digitizer replacement, new battery, and the second that I put it all back together, this thing broke, and I was like, oh, that's just the back
screen
cover, but it's the full front frame.
So that's what we've got. This is taking the cell signal from this. It's Wi-Fi'd onto this. These two are Wi-Fi'd onto this and sharing their cell signal. So what it does is it load balances the signal from here, 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 and here. Picks the best path to go out to BellaBox Cloud, which is a service that is designed specifically for IRL streaming, and it looks at different input sources and routes the traffic in a way that makes it so that you are less likely to run into drops, even if you go through like a dead zone, right? Luna Crystalaw says, "Oop, is that your Luna?"
Never met one.
That's your
I don't know anybody named Luna.
Quit harassing me, stranger.
I don't know that picture. I can't see it. Well, anyway, that's the setup. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just running everything I'm streaming it all to my computer at home, and then the computer at home will stream it to YouTube when we go out live. But the stress test right now is on this bad boy because I have not run it for hours at a time since taking the battery out, and so I'm just trying to see if I can get this to overheat or if it'll stay cool for us. So that's that. We're just going to keep an eye on that as we go through fixing stuff today and see if it breaks. And if it doesn't break, then... Oh, it's my mom. What's up, Mom? You mess my mom up.
Dang, look at you.
I know, she's precious. I love her. So yeah, if this doesn't overheat and die on us during the course of all of this, then we'll be all good. We'll be able to actually start our live streams and go out and do some yard sales streams. We're gonna take Carby out to a bunch of neighborhoods and look for anybody doing yard sales, and then we're gonna do a road trip stream up north and bring Brendan along with us.
I'm the star of the show for that one.
Jug Boy Slim says, "How much Gerbers can a PlayStation 5 disc drive handle?"
Well,
Zero.
Hey, Gerbers?
I was gonna-
Zero Gerbers. You put a Gerber in there, you're gonna have a problem.
Well, you should know this. You're a lead technician. You
No
need to know
Gerbers.
about the Gerbers.
I know. And you put a penny in there, it breaks. I've seen it.
you put a little Lego stud in there, it breaks.
You look at it funny, it breaks.
Yeah.
It's just what they do. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all this gear off because it's uncomfortable. But in the meantime, that's what we're doing. Stress testing this, and then I'm gonna work on some other stuff around the store as needed. What are you working on, Brandon?
I'm working on a HDMI replacement for an Xbox Series X right now, so
Nice.
hopefully that was a fun time.
And Clayton, what you working on?
I'm doing a switch. It's a digitizer and battery replacement. I had it all done, and it looked great. It was perfect. And then a little tiny piece of plastic just wiggled pulled off.
So you're doing a whole, what, shell swap?
I'm doing a shell swap.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, because I thought it was just the back panel, but it's the front.
the fans in the mid frame.
Yeah.
That's gnarly, bro.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. It was like literally as I put it back together, and I was like,
You just were rough with it or something?
I think what I probably did was, I don't think I had the, show you right here, little button guy in the right spot, so I think it just like kind of jammed as I tried to put it up here, and it snapped.
I
Put a little too much pressure on it, yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that's a bummer.
It is. You live and you learn.
That's what they say, right?
You live, laugh, love, as the Karens do sometimes.
I would never in a million years live, laugh, love. That is not my vibe.
In Utah, you have to live, laugh, love.
We're live, laughing, and loving right now.
You love them, I live until I laugh.
Jug Boy Slim says, I spilled a little bit, like a teaspoon at most. A teaspoon is enough.
Jug boy?
Jug Boy Slim.
Jud or jug?
J-U-G.
This guy can't hear.
Jug Boy Slim.
What is that with it, bud? What are you talking about?
Is this shelf, where's the stuff that's not already fixed? That's Carl fixed everything?
Stock. Carl is a madman, a genius.
He's fixed everything?
Yeah, pretty much.
What am I supposed to fix?
Down there's stuff that could be fixed, I
What's
guess.
up with that SNES? Power port. Hell yeah.
Baxter, man. He just gets
Send me that bad boy. Somebody who can fix it. SNES. Yeah. Cracked power port, sure enough. Things. That's some cracked gameplay right there. All right, let's fix it. It says, if you guys were fish, what kind of fish would you be?
Dude, she has been asking that question nonstop.
What kind of fish would you be?
I think I'd be a fucking swordfish, bro.
Oh, you're not that cool, dude.
I'm not a goddamn goldfish.
You'd be a clownfish, my dude.
Oh, that's messed up, dude. He'd be a blobfish.
That's right.
I'd be a tuna.
No.
Beefy and boring.
No.
Tuna's delicious. Get over here.
Don't eat me, bro.
I think I'd be like whatever the was it like an angelfish, whatever the gill guy was from Finding Nemo.
Angelfish are the ones that have like the fins that go straight up and straight down. They look kind of like vertical or horizontally flat.
That's what I'd want to be.
The angelfish.
I think I'd be one of those spiky ball fish, whatever they're called.
Pufferfish?
Pufferfish,
Jeez, dude,
yeah.
come on. Who invited this guy?
I don't listen to
Greenland
blobfish.
shark. So no syringe of the Gerber? No, we're not syringing any Gerber, and I don't recommend it.
Like a shell.
Flush it with some rubbing alcohol and just try not to break anything. That's the worst case scenario. Replace it. Steve says, "Oh hell, did someone organize?" In quotes.
We organized about a month ago.
Steve, the problem we're running into right now, man, is that Carl is doing too good of a job, and all of our broken stuff is getting fixed, and now we need to figure out how to sell it faster than he's fixing it. That being said, there's still a lot of broken stuff at the office, but as far as what's here right now, it's like 3 shelves of stuff that he's already fixed, and like a shelf and a half of stuff that he hasn't. He's been killing it. Judge Boy, the trick is not to get the baby food in the disk drive. You just gotta start there.
Why were we even eating baby food to begin with? Let's talk about that. Do we need to have a conversation?
Hey, it's good for you. It's got a lot of vitamins in it.
It is a good problem to have. I'm definitely not complaining about it, but I am working around it right now. You need content for the stream. Sometimes it splashes. Don't you know you're supposed to feed the baby next to the PS5? Who do you feed it to?
Are you one of those people? I swear.
He's 5-year-old.
I was like, how do people spill drinks on their PlayStation? Like, your PlayStation should be nowhere near your drink. Your beverages should never.
My PS5 got some liquid damage. Because,
You're getting written off, too.
Quit pissing in your consoles, Michael.
Well, he didn't specify what kind of
how
liquid.
am I going to mark it as my own?
How am I gonna mark it?
I mean, it needs to be marked as mine. Well, put your name on it.
At what cost? Hold on. We need to ask Clayton. Clayton, you said you were playing Magic the Gathering. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
MTG.
What kind of decks do you
What
do?
kind of deck do you run?
I was playing a dinosaur deck before I left.
Okay, he's a red green dude. I called it. He's a red green a-hole.
What do you mean?
He's a red green
I did
asshole.
not call that.
Works, he could be white green.
I told Michael. Michael, we were talking, and he's like,
Color my shit.
he was like, "What kind of deck do you think he plays?" And that's what I said. I said he's probably some sort of a-hole who plays a red green deck.
Hey, I was going against a fucking death touch deck, and I was expecting it to be a lot more death touchy, but it was just non-stop fuckery.
Yeah, what were you playing?
I was playing my buddy Sheldon, and I feel like he's the one asking some questions in chat, but I don't know for sure. But he
Boros
definitely,
token aggro, he says.
definitely bent me over. Let's just say that.
That's why I was telling Brendan I don't play pre-constructed, man. Straps only.
Scraps only.
Drafts.
Drafts only.
We should draft. We should draft a
I still
friggin'.
got a whole box of Final Fantasy cards we can draft.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, did you guys open that stuff at Carl's?
What stuff?
The Final Fantasy.
No.
There we go. God, you fine.
Talking about doing it and doing it are completely different hobbies.
Listen, the thing with Carl is that we will always talk to Carl, and Carl will say, "Let's do it," but will we ever do it? Probably not, because we know Carl.
Did you hear that, Carl?
Carl's
Actually, Carl's the most
board
committed.
games with us.
I would love to play board
He's
games
got
with
some
you
of
guys.
those ridiculous ones.
I love board games.
The ones that you have to read the rule book 4 times and
I
then,
love those games
then
though.
refer to it 27 times.
But we should play Root. Root's really fun.
Dude, I have Root.
I also
It's so hard to figure out how to play it because each character plays completely differently.
It's weird. It's a weird.
that's what I like about it.
players, though. That's like
Root, Sheldon or Sheldon.
Whoa! Hold up.
I got you mixed up. I'm sorry.
I bought actually my mom bought Root for my brother Chase. We never sat down and played it, but I read the rules. So
How many times did you read those rules? Because, oh my god.
well, I know. So there's like the main faction is the one that's like they want to put soldiers down and the
There's no
things.
main faction. You can play any
I
set
just
of factions.
when I was reading the first one that pops up,
Cats.
was it the cats or was it the birds? Which one?
Marquis de cats, yeah. The
I don't remember which one popped up first.
the cats are the ones you're thinking of. The birds are the ones that have to set up roosts, but they have their decree that they have to follow.
Oh shit, bro. What?
Well, my favorite one was the one that was like the ones that were like they don't really play by any rules. They're kind of just ridiculous.
So there's 4 groups in that board game. There's the cats are just trying to like build industrial stuff and like take over the entire forest. The birds are trying to maintain their control of the forest and kick the cats out. The Woodland Alliance, the little hamsters and shit, are trying to resist and like revolt against both of those. And then the Vagabond,
That's the one.
his wind conditions change throughout the game. He's just doing his own little thing, and like he gets like
That was the one I
all the other
wanted to play.
factions on his little like board of everything that he has to keep track of. There's a section for like which factions like him, dislike him, want to fight him. Jug Boy Slim says, "Who's Sheldon? Does he work there?"
Bazinga!
Is Clayton's gay friend.
Bazinga!
You just got burned.
Hey there. Bazinga!
That's what I call my lovers. I call them friends.
Damn. Hey, listen, 2026. You do what you want. Anything's possible these days.
I need to update it, but the last time me and my girlfriend like change each other's contact info in our phones, just as like a fun little thing that we do. And the last time I updated hers, I changed it to my gay lover, and I put up that photo of Marcel from Delicious Who Dungeon, but it was like the episode where they had a bunch of doppelgangers, and they had to figure out which one was the real one.
You didn't do it the one where they she gets like dumbified by the cockatrice.
Oh no, that she had that as her own profile picture for a while.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite part of that entire freaking anime.
Oh, let's see. We'll pull up my gay lover. See if I can get without her phone number on there. This is what we got. That's it. My gay lover. You see it?
Very manly.
That's the one.
this it? Oh my god.
That's her.
Hell yeah. I think here on my phone that's Mikey Mike and the Funky Dick.
The funky dick. Okay. We're not talking about what Brendan's got me in their ass.
That was you. You were the one that decided that name.
No,
too.
no. I just said don't put me in as Mike Game Changers.
Yeah.
You can do better than that, and you're the one that picked what you changed it to.
No, you literally were like,
Did we not discuss this yet on stream?
wow.
I don't know if we want to.
I want to, but
All right, go for it.
so yeah, Michael was upset that his name in my phone was me. What was it? Mike Game Changers.
Yeah.
And we had just watched some video, and a guy had said something about being a part of the Medium Schlong
Proud member of the
Association.
Medium Schlong community.
Yeah, and so he became Medium Schlong Mike. So whenever I have to make a phone call to Michael, I ask Siri to call Medium Schlong Mike, and it's honestly, it's a ritual for me, you know? It's like, I'm always like, it's when I need something, so it just kind of feels right to say, hey, Siri, call Medium Schlong Mike. It feels good. I love it.
It's fulfilling.
I guess I don't mind it.
Well, you don't know that it's happening because I'm the one calling you.
I don't know that it's happening.
True. It's just
Everyone else is around and they all look at me and give me weird looks.
So we've got this the power port here, as you can see, it's broken. And when you go to plug in the power cord, sometimes it doesn't sit right and it'll just turn off randomly. But the good news is they sell these replacement ones. That's how it's supposed to look. You see the difference. The downside is they're kind of a nightmare to install, but I can do it. So we'll do it together. Steve says I have a friend in my phone that's peanut butter beef cheeks. That's his Vegas alias.
Sorry, what?
Hell yeah.
Peanut butter beef cheeks.
You see, that's like,
Seems pretty straightforward, Clay.
I mean, how do you come to that nickname?
How you got there?
I can see the ending. I want to know the journey.
He's like peanut butter, and then he's like, no, I gotta add a little more zest.
Beef cheeks.
Gotta be.
But it couldn't just be cheeks. It had to be beef. Where's the beef?
Could be peanut butter cheeks.
Well, because that's just, it's not
It's just
enough.
what? Oh, I see.
You need more than that.
Insufficient. That's being good. It's actually a dog chew treat. No way. Oh, it's actual like cheeks of cows
Oh.
that they make peanut butter flavored and they sell them in baggies. Is that what it is?
That's delicious.
Like you can buy a bully stick.
What the hell?
That's a bull penis that they dry out and then it's dog treat. Think
Listen,
about it.
dogs aren't complaining. They don't complain.
I mean, kind of like it. I think.
I mean, listen, I'm not gonna ick their yum or whatever. Yuck their yum.
Yuck, don't yuck their yum.
Whatever the kids say these days.
Whatever it is.
Also, hopefully you were not intending to come over here.
I was, but I'll go use Clayton's.
Ah, cool. Also, somebody changed the color on my... There we go.
Oh, I won't let my kid watch my stream. Why not?
It's because it's the after-hour stream.
I mean, it's not like flagged on YouTube, I don't think.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I'm a little upset that Ruckus didn't join us to play Rocket League the other night. You know?
We almost did, but then when we got home, we kind of like got settled in, I guess.
He said, nah. He said, that's all right, Unc. I don't want to play with you.
Nah, I'm good,
To be fair, we had like 6 people. I'm the only one of that group that he really like knows.
Yeah.
Dude, it feels so weird to be the one that sucks so bad at that game.
Jade Star says, "Oh hey y'all, fancy meeting you here."
Hey girl, hey.
Hey everybody, can you do me a favor? Ruckus is trying to watch the stream, but it won't let him. Can you see if maybe we can figure out why? Why it's not letting him watch? I just showed everybody your gay lover profile pic on my phone too. He's just gonna watch it on yours. Looks like. All right, I need the soldering iron, and where did I put the parts? There it is.
You need the station over here.
I will. They're playing Uno at home right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Now on Uno with her mom and her sister.
Oh.
I don't know if you noticed, but there are a million wires.
Her dad,
I saw that.
her dad always comes over to play board games with us, and half of the time he ends up playing the board game, and the other half of the time he ends up sitting it out. And you never know what you're gonna get.
I hate people that sit it out. Emily does that. Like, why are you gonna watch?
Go straight for I hate your grandpa-in-law.
No, it's like why are you being like this? Like, we're playing a game. It's time to play a game.
Why are you doing?
He's old. He gets tired.
You can't tell me you're getting so tired you can't play a game.
I think that's kind of what happens when you're
I can't tell him that. No, don't tell him that. You got scissors?
I got some. They need some.
Thank you, sister.
Wait, how old is he?
Who? Dad?
Yeah.
I don't know. That age. So he's in the boomers.
I mean, to be fair, if you get like 70 plus, I feel like you can just do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like, you made it to the age where just do whatever.
Once you're over 50, I just assume everybody over 50 is just 69 mad forever.
Carl. Carl's just 69 years old.
Yep. And Donald is also 69 years old. My parents are both 69. Everybody over, I would say over 50 is 69. It just makes it easier for me. I don't have to like actually memorize anything.
I don't know what to say to that, but other than okay.
That is a thought
It's
process.
an illusion. But it's not a harmful illusion, I don't think. I don't see the downside.
That's one of the thoughts of all time.
It is. It's one of the thoughts. Brandon, did you get a chance yet to watch the full version of that YouTube video we posted?
Yes, I did watch it.
The widescreen one, not the tall one?
Yes, the Casio Loopy.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
We had like the short version and then
I watched it like within like the first 7 minutes of being posted.
Okay. Honest opinion, what are your thoughts?
I liked it. I thought it was great. It was neat. Like, I also liked the beginning bit, especially the bit that you posted. I watched it twice, obviously.
For sure.
Yeah, I like that you walked into Best Buy and then showed up at Game Changers.
I had plans for some like even more absurd transitions, but like actually getting out there and filming on location in places was just like, I don't know. It was difficult to come up with places that we could actually go to do those transitions at.
No, I
That's
get
why I ended up working.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious.
We set up the camera on a tripod outside and we walked into the Best Buy, and then the guy working loss prevention was like, anything I can help you find today? And then I froze for a second, and then I was like, actually, I just remembered I forgot something, and then we left, and we got the camera and left.
It was so obvious that too when you walked in, you just like stood there for a minute, like trying to process. You're like, I'm in the middle of something right now.
I didn't want to just walk in and then walk right back out, you know what I mean? But that probably would have been the right move. We definitely didn't get permission in advance.
Whatever, bro. Everyone's just an NPC until proven otherwise. So
But the thing is, man, if you want to go somewhere or be somewhere, do something that you're not 100% sure you've got permission to do, if you're just like fully confident, like, yeah, I belong here. What are you talking about? That goes a long way, man. People won't stop you.
oh, I know that.
There's like, I'm with the DJ theory. Have you heard about that? Oh, Herman's here. What's up, Herman?
No. See, I have the FedEx thing where if I went to places I probably shouldn't have been. I could just walk through like metal detectors when I was doing.
Yeah, it's like I'm with FedEx, whatever.
Yeah, no one. They were like, go on through. I'm like, I could be strapped up to the nines with guns and stuff right now. No one seems to care.
You're just with FedEx, right?
I'm just the FedEx guy.
There was a guy like that. He did a little experiment to see like how far "It's okay, I'm with the DJ" would get him, and he got free bus fare saying, "Hey, no, it's okay, I'm with the DJ," and they just let him on the bus where there's obviously not a DJ.
Listen, sometimes you just gotta pull it, and it's all in the way you say it.
It's all in the confidence. So, you know, that's the trick.
The secret to
right.
like immortality is just to not die, you know?
So I'm gonna go through some of these chats real quick here. Kay says, here for the girl games, lol. It was cute and I liked it. Thank you, Kay. That was very nice.
Gotta tell Kay about my my Warhammer thing that I saw, but you haven't seen it, so I can't tell Kay about the Warhammer.
You'll have to wait. And then Herman says, how's the computer? It's all better now. There was one of the cameras that we use was completely shorting out the motherboard somehow. I don't know exactly how, but it was. And when we unplugged it, the motherboard was like, oh, I'm all fine now. So go figure. I would have thought it would have been like one of the USB hubs or something because those are always janky. But no, it was one of our expensive, ridiculous cameras. Is apparently super broken. And let's see what else. I think everything else was fine on there. I mean, we're down a camera, but it was one that we use super often. We're able to use a different camera for the same thing. So, and it's doing good now. And then Afro Kid says, I swear I thought you were going to bust out the Gal Gun games, Baka. Oh man, those are technically those are girly games in a way if you think about it. Like Leisure Suit Larry could be technically a girly game.
That's Zelda. That's Emily's one of her favorite games.
She loves Leisure Suit
She
Larry.
loves all. She's played all of them. I've never heard of it. And she's like, oh yeah, I love Leisure Suit Larry. LOL. She's like, look at this girl. Ha ha ha. I'm like, what is happening?
To each their own, man. Everybody's got their own thing. I ain't gonna judge. But we are going to be working on trying to get some more of those kinds of videos filmed and edited and posted. The filming on that one was like almost like what, like a month ago? It's just the editing was such a nightmare. That was due to poor planning on my part, though. We just didn't have like a good, solid, like, for the part where Kyle was actually explaining the details of the loopy and the history and everything. We didn't have a solid script or plan for that. I was just like, well, I don't really know enough about the loopy. I'll just let Kyle do it, right? But then we ended up having to like, back up and retake some stuff, and eventually it just turned into kind of like a spaghetti mess of footage that I had to sort through and figure out. But yeah, we got there in the long run. So we're trying to do more of those kinds of videos going forward. And it blew up on TikTok a little bit, not like as much as some of our other older videos, but I think I'll double check how many views our TikTok got on it.
That's cool.
For the short version.
I'm TikTok famous.
You're at 23,000 views.
I don't like that maybe was Netflix.
23,500 TikTok watchers.
My goal was to be a hermit.
Nobody knows.
Hermit the Frog?
Frog.
Frog Hermit.
Turn the
Like-
freaking frogs gay.
Oh no, not the gay frogs.
Sorry, frogs are mentioned.
I know how it is. I know how you operate.
I have to vocal stim when I hear certain words or British accents.
That frog, I gotta channel my inner, what's his name?
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones, that's the one. Alex Baldwin?
Oh god, he shot somebody. He killed somebody.
Yeah, I think he got out of it.
He definitely got out of it, but that's because they pinned it on someone else.
Okay, to be fair though, why were there live rounds?
Well, I mean, I don't know why you'd ever. Yeah.
At some point, you gotta stop nepo babying everybody into every position in Hollywood and actually make some people actually know what they're doing in order to get the job.
100%.
The armorer was. She didn't have a damn clue what she was doing.
What's a gun?
Somebody lost their life over it. A freaking cameraman lost their life over it. Nobody goes to work to operate a camera expecting to get shot, unless you're like in a war zone. I'm not in Hollywood. Like,
fields ever.
I'm gonna go film this movie or TV show and then actually get shot.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
J-Star says, what you working on? I am currently working on a Super Nintendo. This is what the inside of a Super Nintendo looks like. It had a bad power port where you plug it in. I already threw the original away, but this little circle in the middle here was cracked in half, and there's a chunk of it missing. So we put a new one in there that's not cracked in half. Missing a chunk. Hey Clayton, there's a camera in front of your face right there, over to your right shoulder. Right shoulder. Right more. Right more. Right here. That's not it. It's not. More to your right down. Can you make sure that the green light is pointing at your face?
Is it pointed at me?
It's the one for your face.
Hello.
Yeah, just kind of to the extent that you can, kind of keep it on you. Thank you kindly. It's his first time, so he'll know about it. Currently working on filling up the cabinet with consoles. Oh, wrong person. Talking to somebody else. That's also the wrong filling. Feeling up the cabinet.
Feeling up the cabinet.
Getting frisky with the cabinet.
Whoa.
But yeah, this nest should be all good. I'm just gonna put the top back on it and then test it out. Screws in. And then Clayton's working on doing a full shelf swap on a Nintendo Switch. And Brendan is doing some HDMI ports over there. You guys want to see what Brendan's up to? Brendan, you got are you using the microscope?
I can swap it. I'm actually almost done, but I can swap it.
Just for fun.
Just for funsies, you guys can
We pull up the microscope.
see what I'm looking at.
If you can spare your left eye.
Let's make sure it looks good on the screen. Just tell me how it looks.
There you go. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's the brand new one, so I just replaced that one. This one, the Series X, you have to get them extremely hot, way hotter than the rest of them. Otherwise, you rip up all the traces that are running right through here. They'll rip all the way up to these filters, so you have to be very careful.
Yeah, the problem is that these boards soak up a lot of heat. Just kind of like spread it throughout the whole board so that the part you're pointing the heat at doesn't get hot enough and stay hot enough for all the solder to melt. So if you melt some of the solder and then you go to pull the port up and any of those pins along the back there are still like connected and not melted, they'll just rip the entire trace that they connect to up off the board. You'll have these little hair looking things that are actually, copper traces that you're supposed to have connected. That's a bad time. So it takes quite a bit longer on the Series X's. Series S aren't too bad.
No, Series S is actually the easiest one.
Really? I think PS5s are a little easier.
No, because those ones, you don't even have to take the heat sink off, and it's like, I could probably do that in like 15
Yeah,
minutes.
that's a good point. The liquid metal and everything's different.
Yeah, and those guys are like they do those ones break the most. If I had to say, like, one breaks more often than the other to the point where it's unfixable.
Is it PS5s?
No, it's the Series S.
Series S.
Mhm.
Series S are the ones that are more likely to be abused.
Yeah, I think those are the ones where they're so tiny, people move them so quickly.
That's fair.
It's like pit bulls aren't bad dogs, but if you see a pit bull, there's a good chance it's going to be a bad dog. You know what I mean? It's like it's not.
I have no idea what you mean. What do we? What
It's
does it
not
have?
because they're a pit bull. It's because
How did we get on?
no, it's the same thing. Like the Series S is like the pit bull, right? The Series S is not a bad console. It's not badly designed, but very frequently mistreated, and so it ends up seeming like it's a bad console.
Okay, all right.
You know what I mean? Just like
Took you a while to lead me to water there, but I guess I got it.
because you kept interrupting.
What do you mean? Explain that.
Explain it.
Let me get one sentence out before you disagree with me.
I don't know. I was like, what does a pit bull have to do with a freaking console?
Everything. Everything. It's called abstract reasoning. Okay, Brad. That's not what we pay you for here.
That's right. You don't pay me to use my brain here.
Pay to use your body.
Touch my body. Okay. Here we go. Let's see.
Let's test this bad boy out.
Oh, good luck over there.
Table pile.
Who did that? I wonder.
It was
He was
Clayton at my behest.
Yeah, he was asking for a tote.
I needed a tote. And Clayton's like, I pulled these out so that I could organize them. And I was like, Brendan didn't like that you pulled those out. And he was like, I don't like that I didn't organize them yet. And I was like, is it okay if I take the tote? And he's like, yeah, totally. And I'm like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. And then he already started unloading everything. So I'm going to say group effort. I'll take 50% responsibility for this being a giant pile of mess.
Thanks, Shotty.
Anytime. Oh my god, we got a CDX power cable up in here. Those ones are special.
Thanks.
I need that SNES AV. It's like the most common thing on the planet, but I'm not gonna find one in here, am I?
Actually, it might be one of those, yeah, plastic ones.
Oh, there it is. I got it. I found it.
All right, I'll let you guys watch what Brendan's doing while I work on this.
You just missed the cool part. I did the freaking beautiful looking little
Yeah, like you said.
silver blobs, and then I gotta flip it over, double check that my pins are good. But those look pretty solid, nice and good.
Wait, the camera's looking at the top of your head, buddy.
You know, it don't like the top of my head? Come on, bro.
Where's the top of your head? But you know, it's not
Beautiful. Sorry, I'm so used to having like a hunchback.
It's okay. Just pull the camera down with your hand, just like you little.
Camera down. Oh yeah, it's like just staring at my head.
There we go.
Is that better?
You're facey. Yeah, way better.
How does that look?
Hey everybody, it's Clayton's first stream. You want to see his hat?
Hey everybody, my name is Clay. Here's my hat.
Don't look at me.
My name is Clay. Do not look at me. Don't.
Oh, that's why we double check right there. That guy is loose.
I'm having some trouble.
Got a loosey goosey up in there.
Got a couple.
Backlight.
Yeah, this was one of the ones where sometimes they don't sit just right, and you got it like almost all of them end up being kind of wonky.
Brendan, can I interrupt you and just be a little bitch for a second?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, 1 second. Can you just stay still for just a moment here for me?
What do you got? What happened? What's going on?
What are you doing to me?
Focusing that camera.
Okay, perfect.
There you go. Now we can see it better.
Okay, that's good. That's all I needed to know. So, when this happens, you just go right in. Just give it a tap.
Tap the roof.
This frame is like
Touch of the tip.
Oh my god.
And we'll actually need to turn up the heat on these guys just to think a little bit. Just so that way.
We'll grab a SNES game. Fantastic.
hello, my friend.
Behold our beautiful test game. Let's see through it. Yes. Sorry to do. There it is. Okay. That's the check. Make sure it's working. 70. Oh yeah.
Time for a retest.
Need a controller.
That guy's loose.
Gotta make sure games respond with the controllers. So here's Super Mario World. Oh, our connections ate it.
Did it?
It's coming back. I had a little bit rate drop there for a second. That was weird. That hole makes it double-sided, yes. Lars Higgs says, question, could you give a quick description of the modded GBA currently in the display case? The last video was too quick for me to see it. Looks like a translucent shell. I'll do one better than that. I'll go grab it. We'll look at it together.
Look at Michael going above and beyond.
He's just such a stud, dude.
I might just have to reheat this guy up. All of these guys get a little wonky. And I'm afraid they're not sitting right. I actually think it might be the actual HDMI port. It's just how many of these are. Just not sitting where they need to be.
Okay, I remember exactly the story on this one. So, let's switch cameras real quick here. So this is one that we actually modded for a customer about like 3 years ago, I think. And it's got an IPS screen. It's a fully clear shell. It's not like crystal clear. It's a little cloudy clear, but you can see through it nicely. It's got a USB-C rechargeable battery pack in there. So you just USB-C into there to charge it up. It looks like, honestly, I probably need to take it off the shelf for a second, though, because it's got, over the years, it's gotten a little dust on the screen. I don't know how well you guys can see that. But, yeah, there's some dust on there. So maybe the right move is to really quickly take this lens off of here, dust that out with our new air duster. Check this bad boy out. We just got this today. Okay, turn it on. It's crazy powerful. So this I'll dust it out and then we'll put it back together, put it back in the case. But yeah, it is a IPS screen. Let's see here. Let's see if I can figure out if it has the OSD or what's going on with it. It's got, again, I'm sure it's because I can. That's what it is. Eleanor. I really need to do. I'm going to run our test cartridge on this. Let's see here. See if our character's need replacing or something. It looks like it might be actually acting up more than I thought it is. Right, left, right. Those are working. Oh, it's got a touch sensor. That's what it is. This is one of the ones back in the day where you had to use the touch sensor to change the brightness. So it's not. Oh, sorry. I'll hold it over here for you. Touch sensor down here. Change the brightness. That's why it's acting up. I kept touching the touch sensor. But I'm still going to go ahead and clean out that lens. So let's go ahead and carefully remove it so we don't break it. Steve has the exact same air blower. He calls it a beast. That is good to hear. We are excited to start using it. Our other one that we had died on us, and I still plan on fixing it. But we got a replacement that's the same kind, and then we got this guy. You guys see my work?
It'll go well to match with our little pink and white brushes, you know.
Oh, damn, that worked! Holy crap, that worked.
It's going crazy?
It just works.
It just works. Todd Howard said that once.
About what again?
I'm pretty sure it was Skyrim. Someone was like, so how does this thing like do it? And he's like, it just works.
Thanks, Todd.
Thanks, Todd.
That cleared up everything for us.
I don't
One of
know.
those tempered glass lenses, so I want to be careful not to torque on it funny because it will legit break. Torque on it? Torque.
It's working out?
Throw it back. I ain't She-Hulk. Alright. And oh yeah, that's way better. That thing works, man. It really like puts it to work. Huge thanks to Casey up at Numbskull for showing it off to me in person, convincing me to buy one. Okay, I'm gonna go put this back in the case, but now you've seen it up close and personal. It's a USB rechargeable IPS screen with the brightness touch sensor down here. That's our boy.
Final. All right.
All right, let's put this back out. Where did the price tag? BRB.
If you don't have a Game Boy with an IPS screen, highly recommend it. I just did mine recently. I love that thing. And I have such fond memories when I was a kid playing Pokemon Ruby. And it looked great, and I loved it. But with an IPS screen, it looks even better. It's better than I remember. There's a thing about being a kid, too, where everything looks vibrant. So much more vibrant and, like, you know, colorful. And as you get older, like, it like washes out.
Yep.
It's because you're no longer high on life. And the reality of paying bills.
Yeah.
The reality of paying bills just hits you. And you're like, oh.
Dude, as a kid, I really hated when older people were just like, hey, stop saying that you wish you were 18 or that you wish you were older. You're going to regret that. And I was like, I'm not. You're stupid. Shut up. And like the second I became an adult, I'm like, dude,
That's everybody.
why do I disagree with you?
I don't know. I like being an adult, but
I don't know. I kind of liked being a kid and just being like, I don't have any responsibility.
nice.
I just played video games all day. And I didn't feel bad about it.
There was a lot about being a kid that was good, but I feel like there's stuff about being an adult that's definitely better.
Oh, yeah.
Being bad at video games is not my favorite part of being an adult, though.
I did like getting injured and then, 24 minutes later, it was just gone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that was a thing. Our body's actually healed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just kind of roll over and you're like, I'm good.
I just feel better now.
Oh, shoot. There's input lag going on this TV, and it's killing me. That's my excuse.
He's bad. Remember how you just said he was bad at video games? Don't let him lie to you.
I just got killed by it early on in the game, so...
Michael's kind of good at
Rocket League, bro. I'm not good at Rocket League.
He's not good at Rocket League.
I'm not.
He's not good.
Brandon, what? Give the man something. That's a little bit.
No, dude, I need him to want to play more, so he needs to get better.
I don't know. He hooked it up for an assist at one point, and he went 1v3. Again, those might have been bots, so maybe you are bad. I don't know.
I have occasionally done a good job at that game, but I do miss the ball a lot.
So much confidence in
Completely
yourself.
miss it.
No, your biggest thing, Michael, is that you seem to be the guy that goes after the ball and you have no boost every time. Without fail, I see the guy fly forward to go grab the ball, and I look at his little boost meter, and it is as dry as a bone, and I just kind of chuckle to myself.
Okay.
You know what? It's not anything bad. I love
I
it.
feel like since like a week and a half ago, I've gotten a lot better at that.
I don't know. I mean, we only played twice. So I don't know. I have to watch you again.
We gotta play again.
I feel like that's not a particularly difficult problem to solve, and I feel like I got the hang of it for the most part. As long as my teammates aren't also stealing all of the boost. I don't think there's any reason that if we're both coming off the side, that one teammate needs to get the corner boost and the side boost. Like, let's share that shit.
No.
Aside from that, I feel like I got the hang of it.
Michael, are you still playing Eve?
I played some Eve today.
Dude, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Are you playing together or something?
What?
No, I
Okay.
No, so I was solo.
need to get it. I need to go in and actually like do my space mining. I have so much stuff to sell.
I did like our data and relic sites, and then I
You're really still paying attention to that wormhole, bro.
Well, yeah, he's
Well,
got base in
it's
it.
been like a week and a half, but yeah, we only got like a month worth of fuel in there, so we gotta make money and then put the fuel in by the end of the month. By the end of next month.
Let's try playing again this week.
All right.
I had fun last. Like I legit, we just stopped playing because
He says we like you like the collective
fucking,
we.
Brendan stopped playing, so I had to stop playing. But like, I was really enjoying doing the what is it, not discovery?
Exploration.
Exploration, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. That's some funky shit.
So Steve said, I love my Game Boy Color that you guys shell swapped for me. And GBA parts are quite a bit more pricey. Lars says, I need GBA with an IPS screen. I
100%.
agree. Those IPS screens are nice. I will say, getting a bunch of mods and custom work done on handhelds is probably the fastest way to keep me from getting any other shit done in the store, because I'm the only one that can do them currently, and neither of my guys are.
He says that as if I couldn't do it.
You know what I want to do, Brennan?
Yeah.
I want to order in a bunch of broken Game Boy Colors and Game Boy Advances from Japan.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking we should
And then
do.
just put together a budget for mods and have you just do story units until you're super confident.
Yeah, I did my own. I did my one.
You've done one, but that's not enough to do custom.
No, okay, all right.
You know, we got.
Listen, I'm basically an expert at this.
A level of experience. You know what I mean? Like if they're paying good money to have us do the work, they need to come with.
You don't think
experience.
people just come here to see me and have me work on their stuff?
I didn't say that.
Oh my god, it's Brendan!
Who is that guy? I know that guy.
Who is Brandon?
They say, I want him. I drove in from
I want him.
friggin' Wisconsin to be here for him to work on my stuff.
I already had him. Okay, sorry. G.I. Joe PSA.
Which one? I don't remember that.
It's not the, like the pork chop sandwiches.
Yeah. Of
It's
course I do.
The one where he's like, "Where's Johnny?" No?
Does your mother still visit seaside bars, Johnny?
It's the one where he's like, "No, I want you. I already had him. I want you." And then they get there and they're like, "Okay, fine, I'll do it." And he's like,
I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading. Oh, is that guy?
"That one. You know that one?"
Yeah.
For anybody not in the know, Google search pork chop sandwiches. You're in for a ride.
Yeah, I don't know.
G.I. Joe PSAs, baby.
Absolute ride. I'd share it with y'all, but I don't want to strike. Chop sandwiches.
Pork chop sandwiches.
Pork chop.
But that'd be fun. We could order a bunch of Game Boy stuff and just mod them to hell.
Yeah. We have a box, by the way, full of GBAs.
Do we?
Like there's like 5 or 6 GBAs that we're in the middle of modding. And I think we have most of the parts we need for them.
Okay.
So that would be the first place to start, is find that box,
Okay.
finish those GBAs.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta get some of these PSPs out there.
PSPs are such a
I'm done. Don't ever talk about a PSP in front of me ever again.
But PSPs are so fun.
They make you
No,
wanna
they're-
die, dude. They do this stupid thing where, like,
You're a hater.
you'll
They're
beat
uggo.
the game, right? And then when you hit the home button, instead of pausing the game and moving the controls to the home menu, it'll pull up the home menu, but the controls will still control the game behind the home menu, and you can't go home. And then, like, you do a software update, and half the time it fixes it, and half the time it doesn't. And then, like, what do? You're just toast.
You're done. You're cooked.
Or the freaking the face buttons, the triangle, square, X, circle, they are molded straight onto the silicone. So if the silicone wears out, you can't replace the silicone. You have to replace the entire button set. And that means if you got like a special edition green one, you can't get a matching green button set.
You guys hear that? Hear that?
Which one?
The ambulance.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was Clayton just volunteering to do all of the PSP.
Yeah. Have fun, Bucko.
That's what just happened.
Next time, that one PSP keeps coming in, you can work on that one. I'm done with that one.
Clayton special.
I'm done with them. They're so finicky. And then meanwhile, a Game Boy Advance just is like a beefcake. It doesn't care. You just do whatever you want.
Beefcake?
Yeah, it's a beefcake.
Powerfully designed, well-built, very durable system.
It just does its thing.
PSPs, they sound like they're just a bitch and a half to deal with.
They just have a lot of problems that like we haven't figured out yet. You know, like the squeaky disk drives. They'll boot games, they'll run just fine, but every now and then you'll hear them go. coming from the disk drive, and we tried doing like lithium grease and stuff, and it seems to help for like 10 minutes, and we're like, okay, sweet, we got it, it's good, and we put the whole thing back together, and then it does it again.
Only way you can like really figure that out is like if you can see it in action, but it's impossible to see it in action.
Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, I love PSPs as a console. They're great, but the moment they start having problems, they are one of the worst ones to work on. I'm not a huge fan of working on them. Lars says, still have my DMGs, GB Pocket, and GBC with the IPS screen mods that I got from Game Changers. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Still use and love them. Now I need a GBA. That's the way. Get the full set. And get yourself IPS screen and a Wonder Swan, too. That's what we need to start doing next.
Do they even make those?
Yeah, dude, they make TFTs, I think. Let's see here.
What the hell?
Let's see what we can find.
I've never even played on a Wonder Swan. I just look at them and I go,
Bro.
I just look at them and I go, wow.
Let's see what we can find here.
We had one.
Wonder Swan color IPS. CD screen. About $60. Comes with the full kit. AliExpress. Ugh. Oh, Handheld Legend has them.
Do they?
$70 for the kit.
For a screen, okay.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is we got a box full of Wonder Swans that pretty much all, are just bad screens, and we like the whole box of like 20-30 Wonder Swans was like less than $100.
That's not bad.
And so if we can start hammering them out, we can sell them for more because they'll be IPS upgraded. We just need to figure out where that box went. It's around here somewhere, unless we took it to the office.
Probably went to the office. Carl did a thing, so
We've been doing a lot of cleaning and tidying up, and it sort of worked.
don't tell Steve. Steve, we organized.
He got mad already earlier today. I did organizing. Yeah, that is a thing. You can get them all day, every day. Maybe we just order one and see. Maybe we order 5 because we get that 5% discount.
Anything to make it cheaper.
We do 10 of them, we get a 10% discount. But I don't think I want to do 10 of them.
What about 100?
Why not every all they got? Give us.
Will be over $600, so maybe we don't do that.
Yeah, but think about how many Wonder Swans we can.
Off of the 5 we're doing, we're getting $17.45 off, and it's still going to be like $330 plus that.
I mean, how hard is it to IPS a Wonder Swan?
Apparently, it looks super easy.
I was gonna say, yeah, you just get the screen off, put the
We don't
screen
know
on,
how
and
we actually do it, but it looks like it plugs straight into the board.
well, do we get it in time for next week? Maybe we can do it next week on stream.
I would say shipping's going to be like 50-50. We might or we might not. We'll see. Put it on the repair parts card, so I don't have to pay for it yet. All right, 5 Wonder Swan color screens on the way. That'll be fun. Oh, Steve says not mad, disappointed.
Listen, Steve, we did a lot of changes and you can't see it, but just know that because I put it there, I remember where it's at.
That means it's a good change. He did it.
That's right.
It works.
See, if Carl does it or Michael does it, I don't know where the hell anything's at. And then those homeboys, they're just like doing their own thing, and then they're not here at freaking 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I gotta be like, where the hell is this one thing?
Good gracious, Miss Sakamoto, you've done it again. You've tidied up and I can't find anything. All my careful notes. And whatever else he says in that song. Didn't even know the next part of that.
I don't know what you're even saying.
From Blinded Me with Science?
Blinded me with sun. See, listen, unless I hear the music, I don't remember anything.
Looks like the IRL setup is still holding strong. All the phones are connected. Oh, my personal cell phone is dying though. Where did I put it? There it is. We're gonna plug that in for some juice. Put it on this one.
Little tiny wires sticking out. Fix that.
And juice it up. We're getting pretty much full bandwidth this whole time. Our pocket Wi-Fi, that was our bottleneck and our failure point when we went to Japan last time seems to have held up for the 2 hours that we've been stress testing it. It's hot as shit, though. I don't know. This time around, we took the battery out, and we're just running it off a USB battery backup thing. But it is toasty, and I'm worried that it's not going to last the 6 to 8 hours that we need for the actual stream. So, gonna have to figure out that. I wish there was like a better option, like something that just, you know, worked better. But apparently pocket Wi-Fi's are expensive, and there's no guarantee that they will actually do what you need it to do, because it's not like the specs tell you, oh, it gets hot and overheats. You know, they don't say that. Zbot wants to know, where's the best place to start getting into repairing game consoles?
Ooh.
Easy peasy, 100%. The answer to that is find an old game console that either you don't play anymore, or that like if your friend's got one that's broken, they're getting ready to throw it out, or if you can find one cheap on KSL that they're like, it's totally busted, I can't do anything with it, and they're letting it go for cheap. Just take it apart and put it back together. Look on YouTube for like walkthroughs and tutorials. iFixit has some tutorials as well. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good, but it's also a good resource. But there's really no substitute for just trying, just doing it. There's a really nice toolkit that we use here that's made by iFixit, and it's called the Manta, and it looks like this. And then this is, there's a bunch of trash in there. This is the outer shell. It says iFixit on it. It's the big one. They have one that has like a big screwdriver and a little screwdriver. That has everything you'll ever need for opening pretty much any video game console. The ones that have the weird security bits and everything. It's got the tri-wings, it's got the weird Nintendo round bits, it's got everything. So that's what I would recommend. This is it. Have there been consoles you can't fix? Yes, absolutely. Some stuff is, like if it's water damaged, a lot of the time it's more cost effective to replace it than to repair it. So if it's going to cost somebody like $300-400 worth of labor to fix something that they can replace for $90, I'm not going to go through and fix it. I'm going to call them and say, hey, I've got a replacement for you. That's going to be the better option, right? If there's something that they've got like serious sentimental value and they're willing to pay for tons and tons of work, there are still some things that we just can't do. So if there's a chip on the main board that's a BGA chip, a ball grid array, imagine this is your chip, right? There's different ways that they can connect to the board. There's ones that have legs that stick out, and those legs solder onto the board. There's ones that have like little solder pads around the edge, and those solder onto the board. And then there's ones where on the back side, it's like a bunch of little solder pads all the way across. And that one's called the ball grid array. We cannot do those. We don't have the equipment for it. But yeah, there are things we cannot fix. We also used to be completely unable to fix Sega CDX consoles that don't read games anymore. So I'll show you. That's this guy right here. A Sega CDX is basically just a little portable CD player that is also a Sega Genesis. It's got a little Sega Genesis slot here, and then the CD drive can play Sega CD games. These were, for the longest time, the bane of my existence. And to this day, I still can't do these personally, but Carl just recently figured it out. He got this one 100% up and running, and now he knows how it works, so I'm going to have him explain it to me so that I know how it works.
The man, the myth, the legend.
And Joey says, how long have you had your shop for? We have been here in this location since 2012. I bought it after working here a couple of years in 2016, so I guess it depends on when you start counting. We've been here for 14 years, and I've owned it for a little over 10. Heard that someone brought in a dead switch that was dropped in marinara sauce. Don't think it could be fixed. Yeah, we've had ones that have actually been dropped in so much worse than that. To the point where we have a policy now that anything that's been submerged in any kind of liquid is a no-go. If it's like somebody spilled a little bit of soda on it, or like, oops, we took it outside and it started raining on us, something like that, we might make an exception. But if anything's been submerged, it's a no-go. We actually had somebody bring in something. They're like, oh, it's a little water damage. Can you take a look at it? Our repair tech got in there. And he's like, oh, this smells like absolute diapers. What is going on in there? And then he called them and they're like, oh yeah, we dropped it in an outhouse, but we were able to fish it out. I'm like, you've got to be absolutely kidding
I haven't
me.
heard of that one. What?
It was the nastiest thing ever. And whenever people spill milk or any dairy products on there, just thinking about it, the smell gets really, really bad.
It's a smell.
It's really bad, dude.
The smelly smell.
Protein's good for your PS5. You gotta feed it.
If you've ever left a bottle of like protein powder mixed with water out, you know what I mean? You ever just like not clean it and leave it out? That smell that you get, that smells like something is actually dead inside of there. You get a lot of that from the milk as well. Milk gets the same kind of like actual decaying flesh smell. It's not pretty. I don't like thinking about it. I don't like thinking about it.
It's almost as bad as the smokers PS4s, you know?
No, it's worse than that.
You think so?
The smoker PS4s suck, but that's not even.
I don't know. I think I
Not
could
even
clean
close.
out a Switch with a little bit of dairy than.
Oh, you don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
When's the last time you cleaned out a Switch that was like rank with spoiled milk, dude?
I cleaned one out. Oh, I didn't clean it out. I failed it out because it was like hairy. That was recently. That was like less than a month ago.
Oh no, thank you.
Yeah, I opened it up and it was just. I took a picture of it and I showed you. It was coated the whole like bottom half of the board, and I was like, "That's."
How long ago was that?
That was about a month ago.
Oh yeah.
It's awful.
Nope. That's a big fat no thank you on that one.
The smokers are worse because like the smoker PS4, when it's got like all the dust and the dirt is just like stuck together and fused together by the tar.
It depends on the kind of smoke too. I feel like whenever we get in a PS4 or PS5, that like dude's clearly like getting stoned in his room playing Call of Duty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got like the Rick and Morty stickers on them and everything. Those like marijuana smoke, I feel like drastically increases the rate at which the console grabs and holds onto and will not let go of dust.
Yes.
It's actually pretty gnarly.
I agree. I think it's pretty disgusting.
I've never had a fire in the shop while working on a console. Thank God, no like fires. We have had some pretty gnarly surprise sparks and skizzics. Trying to think, we've had some stuff get a little burnt, but nothing's actually like caught on fire. Thank goodness.
You should see Carl with the Game Gears. Oh my gosh.
Those just smell bad.
Well, no, they get a little
They get crispy.
they get crispy sometimes.
Oh, but they don't catch on fire.
No, there was some smoke on one recently.
We do have multiple fire extinguishers because
Would you look at that?
we're required by law to get the fire extinguishers inspected. They have like an expiration date on them, and if it's expired, you have to get it inspected and get a new tag on it. But the places that do inspections for that are more expensive than a new fire extinguisher. So we've just been buying new fire extinguishers, so we've got a little stockpile of fire extinguishers that we haven't had to use yet. Let's see. You did have the fire damaged trade in, yes. We did bring in some stuff
Oh
that
yeah,
was in a house fire.
that guy.
That made me really sad though, because like these people had, they just lost their house and they were like, we managed to save some of our games, but we need the money, and so we're selling what we were able to salvage from what we had, their life, assets, everything that they owned. They had to trade in what they had left, and because it was all fire damaged and smoky, it didn't smell great, and so we weren't able to give them like we weren't able to sell them for as much as we normally would, and we weren't able to give them as much as I would have liked. We went the extra mile because we felt really bad for them, and we gave them as much as we could. I think we ended up either breaking even or just barely not breaking even on that lot, but it was a real sad time. Like I hate when people go through that kind of tough stuff, and we can't do anything about it. Can't make a fire go away. Can't make their house on burn down. Do you remember your first console you fixed? I wouldn't use the word fixed if it was my first one. I do remember the first thing that I tore apart and put together again was a home stereo. My little brother promised me that he had unplugged it from the wall, but apparently he hadn't.
Whoopsie.
So I was playing with some dangerous live 110 volt wires, but I took it all the way apart. I put it about halfway back together before my mom came in and was like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" And then I got in trouble. But after that, I was raised kind of how do I put this? Low income. So kind of had to make do on a lot of stuff. There were a lot of little like Tiger electronics and stuff and things like that that I would like take apart and put back together, try to fix them, try to figure out what's wrong with them. I don't remember what the first one I actually successfully repaired was, but I do remember in high school, no, just after high school, just after I got out of high school, the 360 came out, and I was able to like follow some online instructions and order some parts in and flash a custom firmware onto the DVD drive on the 360 to make it play burned games because I couldn't afford games. And then when the Wii came out, I remember being also dead broke, super poor, getting ready to go to college, and definitely couldn't afford like $60 Zelda. So I did the same process, but I didn't want to order in a tri-wing screwdriver or wait for a tri-wing screwdriver to come in or spend the money on it. So what I did is I was an impatient young man. I took my soldering iron and I stuck the tip of the soldering iron up against the tri-wing screw and pulled the system, like put pressure on the system to pull it apart while the screw was really hot, and it melted through the plastic, and I was able to get it apart and flash the drive on there to play burnt games. And then when I went to go put it back together, it just kind of like, it wasn't screwed together, it was just kind of clumped together, so it was a little janky. But then when I started actually working here and actually seeing what actual real tools look like and like what the actual equipment is supposed to be like, I got a lot more practice, I got a lot more professional about it, and now I actually know what I'm doing, whereas I don't think there was a point in my my younger years where I could ever have claimed to really know what I was doing. But you learn, that's how you do it. That's how you learn.
Mine was Michael saying, "Here, take this apart. This is a PS4. Do you know what a PS4 is? Do you know how to turn it on?"
Never heard of a PS4.
You guys never tried to like unbreak any of your own shit at home before this?
No, because all my shit worked, and if I touched it, it was gonna break.
No, I actually did take a couple PS4s apart to do like thermal, but I definitely fucked those up.
I mean, I did computers, so I just was like, what's the difference between a computer and a console? And it turns out that actually a console is way easier than a computer.
Yeah, computers, because they're so modular, so you can like take parts out, put parts in, and they're all run off of these drivers. You end up with more software issues on computers than you do.
Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah.
And if you don't know if it's a software or hardware issue, then that makes it really hard to diagnose. And if it is a software issue, that makes it a lot harder to fix. I think I'm at about a good stopping point. If you guys are close, what do you think?
I am. I finished this guy, so he's good. I gotta call him in the morning.
And it looks like 2 hours and 16 minutes of the IRL stream equipment going. And it still hasn't turned off or errored out, so that's a good sign. I'm gonna keep it running a little while longer and see if this router overheats, because like I swear to God, it is so toasty. In fact, just for the sake of the audience understanding how toasty it is, can you hand me the FLIR?
Oh yeah, you wanna
Show a little
hey look at this tool.
tricks.
Yeah, check this out. I got this little thermal camera here. Charge. You can see there's a Brendan. Come on, give me a good view. Focus properly.
Hello.
There's a Michael, right? Focus, please. There is, oh my god, look how much colder it makes me look. This thing is toasty. It's hot as shit, bro. Like, I legit can't touch it for very long. I could see, I'll do. How long can I? Nope, that hurts. So I'm worried that's still gonna be our weak link on the equipment. So anybody has any good ideas or alternatives or thoughts and prayers for how we can possibly get a good, reliable pocket Wi-Fi that doesn't overheat and we can use for like 6 to 10 hours straight nonstop, let me know because I need it. This thing was not cheap, but it's not doing the job very well. So, all right. Anything else you guys want to add before we wrap it on up? Clayton, you want to give any words of wisdom for your first day on the stream?
Always bring 2 pairs of underwear on a hike.
Facts.
Or just don't go hiking in the first place.
Non-factual. That's not right. You got to go hiking.
There better be like a bar at the top of the mountain if I'm hiking up there.
We're gonna
Complimentary.
make that the mountain top
Martini.
bar.
All right, cool.
He said 70C is video card hot, and I think that's what it said. Is 70C. So, all right. Okay. Have a good one, y'all. Let's see.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.